What a night. So Wales are just one game away from the first World Cup since 1958 as Gareth Bale stole the show. Brilliant. Oh, the free kick was just a gem, wasn't it? A 2-1 victory over at Austria in the playoff semi-final last night. The Dragons now go into the final of the World Cup playoffs, where they will play either Scotland or Ukraine in the summer. I'm told FIFA have already been on saying to Wales, you must play it at the Millennium Stadium. Join us now. A delight to say very, very good morning to James Collins. James, morning.
Morning, James.
Morning, James.
Morning, James.
James, what's all this Cardiff Stadium nonsense? There's got to be at the Millennium, innit? The jocks come down.
You wouldn't sell any tickets, Al.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
You wouldn't fill your quota with the Scottish. So
you're having a laugh. It'd be like a home game for us, and you know it.
Nah, do you know what? They talked about this game last night being played there, and I think they put it to the players. And they got such a good record at the Cardiff City Stadium. You know, they got such a buzz there. It's become a bit of a fortress. So I think the players actually, decided between them that it was played at the Cardiff City Stadium because they feel more comfortable.
No, this is not in the spirit of football. It's not.
It is when you play for Wales and you want to win games, mate.
What a victory, eh? And by the way, let's hold our hands up. Gareth Bale, he must. I don't know. I was going to say he must hate it. Madrid. You can't love it if you're not playing. You're sitting on the bench, and they get gubbed 4-0, didn't they? The Bernabeu by Barcelona. He's not playing a part, and then he comes and performs like that. Magnificent.
It's unbelievable. I had a chat with him before the game, and he obviously wasn't. He's not happy with what's going on at Madrid, and rightly so. I think the way he's being treated out there is disgusting, to be honest. If you ask me, you look at his record, you look at club legends there. Say Zidane, pick someone like Zidane. He's beaten all his records. He's won four Champions Leagues, 2 La Ligas, and the way he gets treated out there is, like I said, for me, it's disgusting. I know I'm his mate, and it's easy to say, but again, a player that not many people in the world could not play any club football and turn up to a huge game in Cardiff last night and perform the way he did, and it's credit to him. It's credit to the way he looks after himself and the way he is as a professional.
James, we had Lawrence Moore on earlier, and he's quoted best British player of all time. Would you agree with that?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that, Ray, to be honest.
Sorry, mate.
I'm not gonna disagree because he's my mate, but it's a big call. Do you know what I mean? He's up there. I'd say that. I know he's my mate.
Rushy's listening. Giggsy's listening.
Yeah, I know.
Mark Hughes is listening.
He's got to be. Certainly Welsh. For me, what he's done for Welsh football, not single-handedly, because obviously, we've had some great players around, guys, but what he's done, lifting us to the levels we're at now, last night, it's a World Cup playoff. We haven't been there before, but the Welsh fans now expect that. And that's all, Gaz has been a major part in that, sort of dragging the Welsh football to these new heights. And like I said, I'm his mate, so I'm not going to disagree with any good praise Gaz gets.
Good answer, James.
James,
all I say.
A
lot of good performance, a lot of great performances last night. Obviously, Bale. I thought the midfield three, Ramsey, Allen, and Wilson, were superb. Yeah. But I actually thought the goalkeeper played very well. His distribution was good. He dictated his box, and I mean, you look all over the pitch. Roberts, Williams. How good has Rob Page done since he's gone in there? And is this kind of a spirit where when you're in that squad, in that Welsh squad, if you can sense it growing and the belief within the squad start to raise?
You can, Trev. I think Rob Page needs huge credit. He come in obviously tricky circumstances, and he's got the squad playing, and you can see it in him. We had it when I was playing. The atmosphere there. We sort of had a feeling, Trev. It was similar at West Ham. We sort of was us against the world sort of mentality. Siege mentality, and everyone's in it. And the FAW need a lot of credit, Trev, because you see all these youngsters come through into this Wales squad and. They've been doing this for, Wales knocked it down and started again from under 16s all the way through. All the young teams were playing the same way, sort of managed the same way, coached the same way, travelled the same way. So when these youngsters come into the Wales squad and perform, it's not by fluke. They've been used to it. They've been doing this since they were 16. So I think the FAW, all the success the players and the manager are getting, rightly so, because they've been fantastic. But the FAW, the actual foundation behind it, need a lot of credit as well for the way this current team's performing.
So James, on a serious note now, so Wales one game away at home, Cardiff City Stadium. Do you want? Listen, the whole world's going to want Ukraine to beat Scotland. There's no doubt about it. But you know, the atrocities going on there. But from a footballing point of view, would you rather Wales played Ukraine or Scotland?
It's a tough one, like you say. Everyone would be wanting Ukraine to come through, but the thought of Wales v Scotland in Cardiff, Al, is a phenomenal thought. And you know, it's a tough one. But if we could get Wales v Scotland in Cardiff, it'd be a huge occasion.
I'll get you a couple of tickets if you want.
I think we lost him.
We lost James.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I just wanted to ask him about Gareth Bale. What does he? Because he's one of his close mates.
Well, where's he going to go next? His contract's up.
What happens? Yeah, exactly. Does he just play for Wales? Can he do that and train with someone? I don't know. I don't really know what he does now. Well, because obviously he's such an important player for Wales going forward.
Get him in at the Bluebirds. Get him in at Cardiff.
Yeah,
but why wouldn't he get another top con? He's not going to get the money.
You're not going to do it for money now, aren't you? Just to go out and play.
You don't know. Maybe
come on, Al.
I wouldn't.
I think he's earned his money.
I think he's very patriotic, as a lot of the Welsh boys are. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't want to go back, finish his career at Cardiff City. It's absolutely. I mean, you've both been there. It's an incredible city to live at, and you know, going back home with his family. I think Cardiff City would be a great option for him to play for and finish off playing his, obviously, this World Cup, hopefully, and then maybe go and decide what he's going to do next with his life.
Yeah, well, look, he's
some good golf courses as well.
Well, he loves his golf, but there's a lot of footballers love their golf as well. So I think maybe we make a bit too much about that. We know that he loves it over there. And I don't blame him. If you're not playing, you got to find something else to keep you content, you know. So, but I hope he does. If he decides to keep playing, then I hope. What is he? 32, so he's not that old.
He's got plenty.
Yeah, exactly. Left, so it'd be lovely if he came back and got a decent.
Well, you look
club.
at him now, and he's not been playing on a regular basis for quite a while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he must be a little bit more fresher, really, than most 32-year-olds.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.